First pitch just moments away from Anaheim. The Mariners and the Angels are coming up next. Now from the home of the Angels for nearly a half-century, there's a look at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Opening day behind us, it's Game 2 of the regular season between the Seattle Mariners and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this AL West matchup. Alongside me are Major League veterans Steve Lyons and Eric Karros. And Steve, let's talk about the two starters that take the baseball here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners, as their order will read like this. They tee it up against a now two-time All-Star, the hard-throwing left-hander C.J. Wilson. Willie Bloomquist will move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one.
First pitch, 7-6.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. 2-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, just to get me over fastball, anything to avoid a four-pitch walk to start the game.
The 3-1. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball four.
Boy, what a dream start to the ball game. You make that starter out there throw a ton of pitches, and then you still wind up working out the walk.
Brad Miller will stand in now following that 7-pitch at-bat to begin the ballgame.
If he was smart, he would have gotten a pretty good look at all 7 of those pitches from that on-deck circle.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Changeup. Good pitch there. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Here's Wilson's 1-2 pitch. Opposite field to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, if you stay out of the middle, you'll have a chance. But neither of these teams are going to miss a fat pitch down Broadway. And he just drives this into left for a base hit.
Robinson Cano will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And this is off the glove of Iannetta. It gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and that's always the danger when you're working that off-speed stuff down with two men on base. Once the catcher can't get a handle on it, both guys are off and moving. They're going to move up to second and third now on what will be scored a wild pitch.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Oh, and a good fastball hitter here. To me, that's a little surprising that he wouldn't be swinging away on 2-0.
Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Good fastball that time as he's pulled the count back to even now. It's 2-2.
This is a strikeout pitcher on the mound, so you know he's going after a K right here.
Fouled straight back. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Now another 2-2. 3-2 now as Wilson runs the count full. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And the opening salvo is fired here as they take a 1-0 lead. And the second runner will stop at third, and they're at the corners now with nobody out.
Yeah, and you know, after a tough loss in game 1 of this series, that's a nice job here to pick up a first-inning RBI. That gets his guys out in front right from the start, maybe turning things around.
Corey Hart will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. And that's in there for a strike.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
Let's go, Angels!
And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
And you don't want to get caught having to play catch-up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
1-1 on the way. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And as you record strike 3 right there, he's now gotten to the odd number of 999 in his career. 1 away from the even number, a very solid 1,000. Justin Smoke will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. You got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Ibar for 1. On to first, but not in time. He beats it out to keep the inning alive, and the run is in to score.
Oh, and he nearly got that double play he needed to get himself out of the inning. But you see the good hard slide here at second base, and the return throw just a little too late. So that'll be scored a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Franklin Gutierrez will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
And this is swung on and missed, though he will need to do a little housekeeping at first. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Seattle leads this one 2-0. And you get a look there at Mike Scioscia's starting lineup for the Angels as they'll line up like this. They'll tee it up against a surprise third-place finisher in the 2013 AL Cy Young Award balloting, the Japanese-born right-hander Hisashi Iwakuma. And the Mariners defensively would look like this behind him. Eric Ibar will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Angels, number 2, shortstop Eric Ibar.
And they guessed right on the bunt, but this is going to be close. But the throw will be in time to get Ibar as a nice play takes care of him.
Wow, showing some sweet athleticism right there, getting off the mound. This is not an easy play, but he gets to it quickly, and then he makes a good, strong throw for the out.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the pitch. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. And swinging there is Kendrick as he sends this one on the ground to short. throw on to first, and Kendrick is gone. 2 away now.
Batting third, center fielder, Mike.
Mike Trout will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Here's the first offering. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Lined into left center, and that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
I'll tell you what, if you hit a ball that the shortstop jumps for and then it winds up going all the way to the wall, you know you smoked that thing. This is a rocket, and it's going to zip right through the alley and allow him to get into second base easily.
Man at second here with 2 away, and standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw.
And that's a case where you can bet they've just forgotten about him after that double, and he takes third on the very next pitch.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
You've got options here, so you don't need to go after this guy if you don't want to.
And this is hit well towards the hole. And now from the air, a jump throw. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Kyle Seager leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Seattle, third baseman, Kyle Seager.
First pitch coming from Wilson. Hey now, can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Oh, up around the chin there, 2-0.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Oh, and a big swing there by Seager as he gets a hold of one high and deep out to right field. And that will find the seats, a home run. A solo home run here for Kyle Seager. And the M's have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, when you start relying on one pitch out there and you become a one-pitch pitcher, there's no doubt in the hitter's mind what's coming. He's sitting on this one all the way, and he launches it right over the wall.
Logan Morrison will stand in.
Logan Morrison.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
Whoa!
1-1.
What was that?
On a big swing there as this is high and deep out to right. And this park's not going to hold this one. It's gone. A home run. It's a solo home run for Logan Morrison as the Mariners have opened up a 4-0 lead.
This is a good sign for these guys. They need him to have a bounce-back season after last year, and he's got his first home run here.
Mike Zunino will take his first cut to the ball game here.
Batting ninth, catcher, Mike Zunino.
Now here's a fastball from Wilson as he gets ahead 0-1.
And for him, I think the worst part about getting your hat handed to you early in the season is waking up to see that ERA in the double digits. As a reliever, it takes a long time for that ERA to get back in check.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
And giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with that release point. He's all over the place.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Willie Bloomquist.
Willie Bloomquist will get a second shot now. He worked out a walk to open the ball game. And a fastball just misses for ball one. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And he falls behind now, 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Brad Miller waits on deck. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Not often you'll see a 3-0 slider, but when you need a strike, any pitch will do.
Got him to go after the change there, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
Wow, quite a turn of events here. He goes from in the driver's seat, 3-0, to falling victim to the strikeout. And in hindsight, you go back to that 3-0 pitch, and I got to believe he wishes he was swinging.
Brad Miller will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. In there, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty here with two men out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Way outside. 1-2. Hard hit towards center. In there, a base hit.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Gotta wonder if the natives will start to get restless here.
Well, it's definitely not the start to this game this crowd was hoping for. Far from it.
And this will be fouled away. Pitch, a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And you can bet he's just trying to be extra careful here with a dangerous hitter at the plate. And now with that runner moving up to second base here on the wild pitch, they may just decide to put him on anyway.
And it misses. 3-1 now. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. In there, and it's full 3-2.
And on the mound, you'd like to finish this off, but still, you don't have to lay one in there on 3-2.
And this one will be out of play off to the left. And this is swung on and bounced up the center of the diamond. A dive by Ibar, but he can't quite reel it in. It's a base hit. And they'll tack on one more, as this is now a 5-0 game. Corey Hart will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And a sure sign that trouble is afoot, as there is already some action in that bullpen now, and we're just in the 2nd inning. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. But he'll get there as he flags it down just shy of the wall, and with that, the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom of the 2nd. The M's lead it 5-0. Josh Hamilton will lead things off here, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home 2nd. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
And on the mound here, you got to make sure you pitch to the shift. You don't want to make it easier for a guy to go the other way on you.
And the shift will not amount to much here, as this is lifted in the air out to right field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Batting 6th, designated hitter, Raul Ibanez.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and standing in as the designated hitter, Raul Ibanez.
Yeah, let's win, Angel! Woo!
And here's a called strike now to the 41-year-old vet. It's 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Let's go, Andrew!
And this is fouled at the plate. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now another 1-2. And a ball there to Ibanez. The count's even at 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Keep doing it, Angel.
Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. And, that looked like it caught him squarely in the arm. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm. And that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off. And from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue. So that at least is a good sign. David Freese will get his first chance now. Trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Sinkers in there, no balls and a strike.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Yeah, Angel!
Now here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting into shallow right field. And Cano will make the catch to retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Mariners are on top, 5-0. Justin Smoke is ready to go here as we begin the third.
First baseman, Justin Smoke.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Now, after a rough couple of innings, you'd like to give your guy a chance to straighten himself out here, but I also think you got to keep your options open in case he just doesn't have it.
And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And some trouble now in right field. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double. Now Mike Scioscia's up out of the Angel dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the making here. That's going to do it for C.J. Wilson. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Joe Blanton is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the third inning, he may be asked to work for a while. Franklin Gutierrez will stand in with a runner in scoring position already here following the ground rule double. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Well, for Smoke, that's his first double of the year here on the young campaign.
Come on, nail him!
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And this third inning starting out about as poorly as the second inning did.
Now he swings and hits this ball on the ground and reined in one away.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
Kyle Seager will see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around. In there for strike one, 0-1. And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Logan Morrison will stand in again. He homered his first time around. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Now a swing, and he bangs this one into right, and that should get a run in with 2 away. It's good for extra bases. And the run will score from second here as that breaks it open to a 6-0 lead.
You want to put a big smile on the face of your starting pitcher? Give him a 6-run lead early on and see what you get. He's got to be loving this right now, and I got a feeling they're not done scoring runs for him yet.
Mike Zunino will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And this is going to be a foul ball. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Mariners pick up a run on the RBI double. We played 2.5. It's the Mariners 6 and the Angels 0. Cole Calhoun will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
Let's go, Angels!
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Let's go. Come on, Anaheim.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. Now a fastball up around the shoulders, but it's strike 3 called and a questionable first out of the inning.
Yep, another good job right there to get that first out. And you can pretty much bet he's probably thinking to himself, anytime my boys get me 6 runs of support, I think we're going to be okay. This is a pretty tough hole to climb out of now.
Chris Iannetta will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort. Too high, 1-0. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike. And this ball will be chopped foul. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
Let's go, Angels. Here we go.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is a fair ball as it heads toward the 330 sign in right. The relay. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. Once this gets down the line, he's thinking 2 right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Eric Ibar. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Now for Iannetta, he picks up his first 2-base hit of the new season. And Ibar will lay off that one. It's even at 1-1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Playing 12. 1 2.
Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, I think there's something to be said for being patient, and then there's being overly patient. I mean, especially with 2 strikes, you've got to protect the plate up there. But he looks at 4 pitches, and he never even took the bat off his shoulder.
Howie Kendrick will stand in. He grounded out his first time. In there, strike 1. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And this is a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt as they'll need to throw down to first. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Willie Bloomquist will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Shortstop, Willie Bloomquist.
Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth. Brad Miller will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far.
The designated hitter, Brad Miller.
Oh, and a little Kentucky fastball that time by Blanton. It's strike 1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. And that's off his leg on the mound. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. The second baseman, Robinson Cano, will stand in now. He took home the Silver Slugger Award in the American League a year ago. And a ball, 1-0.
Let's go! Shut him down!
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Here he comes on 3-0.
Swing!
Fouled back. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And this will wind up being extra bases for Cano. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
We'll get a good look at this from up in our press box camp. You can see the 2 outfielders give chase, but this is almost perfectly between them as it finds a gap for a double.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And standing in is the right fielder, Corey Hart. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. For Cano, that's his first double of the year here on the young campaign. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Cano with the lead off second, and the pitch. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. 3rd double of the game for these guys, as you see the comparison there. And he takes something off here as this is a lazy fly ball out to center field. And Trout will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Mike Trout ready to settle in here to start the Angels half of the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons with you in this one. Right there for strike one.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
And he goes with the slider that time, and it's driven to deep right field. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, it's never an easy task to have to start an inning by going through the 3, 4, 5 guys. And obviously, no exception here because he drills this ball, and he's going to wind up at second with a leadoff double.
Albert Pujols will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And this may get the runner to third as it's on the ground towards second base. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Josh Hamilton will stand in, and maybe a ray of hope as they get the first 2 men aboard here. And this crowd's just itching for something to put their hands together about.
Well, the positive moments, they've been few and far between, but they're not out of this game. Now, they've got some guys in this lineup that can make this deficit go away.
Come on, Angels, let's go, let's score.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or two.
One strike offering now to Hamilton. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd of foul ball. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
Yeah, and on this pitch right here, you got to make up your mind just a little more quickly up there. This is a ball that you got to think about maybe taking to left field, but instead, his swing is just a little bit late. He pulls off a little bit, and now he's going to go sit down.
Raul Ibañez will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch coming. And that misses for ball one.
And right about now, you got to know as a hitter that you're going to see a heavy dose of that splitter. That's a good take up there to get ahead.
And this is going to be a foul ball. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Grab him in now.
Here comes a 1-2. And a ball there to Ibanez. The count's even at 2-2.
Come on.
And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Full count now, 3-2. On deck, there you see David Freese. He'll be next.
Go yard.
Now the payoff pitch home. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with 1 away.
David Freese will try it again. He flew out his first time. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Oh, he took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Smoke is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Boy, that's just a nice pitch right there with the bases loaded. He gets an infield fly out of it for a big second out, and now he's given himself a much better chance to get out of this mess.
Cole Calhoun will get another shot, called out on strikes his first time around.
Come on, guys.
And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez. It puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And he misses there, 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught as the side is retired. Angels threaten, but leave them loaded. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Justin Smoak will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
First baseman, Justin Smoak.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. A little bit outside, 2-1.
Wrong, no, still very wrong.
Now this is on the ground for Pujols over at first. And here's the toss to Blanton covering for the out.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Franklin Gutierrez will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And, oh, you talk about getting a pitcher's call. There's one there, and it's 0-2.
I think generous is the word here. That looked like it was 6 inches off the plate.
Let's do it.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. Another 0-2 home. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
We'll take another look at the sequence here on Show Track. Now, as we watch, notice that it's all hard stuff through the first 4 pitches. But then on pitch number 5, he finally turns to something off speed, and that leaves the hitter with no chance.
Kyle Seager will stand in. He homered back in the 2nd inning of this one. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Curveball there. This one touching 77 miles an hour. 2 strikes.
And now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
2 out, nobody on. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
The 2-2 coming. And this is fouled back and out of play. Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there, it's short. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. Chris Iannetta will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Hey, Chris, yeah!
And that's dead center for strike 1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
That's right. Wait for your pitch.
Fouled back. And this ball's in the air now and headed out toward Hart in right field. One down.
Well, I think this is a slider down in the zone, running away. And that's a very difficult pitch to drive with any authority unless you're a guy like Matt Kemp. And this becomes a harmless fly out to right field.
Eric Ibar will have another go. He struck out looking his last time. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Good bite to that thing, and it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch. On a big swing as he takes this one to the opposite field. High and deep to left center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Now batting, second baseman.
Howie Kendrick will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Here we go.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. For Ibar, he picks up his first 2-base hit of the new season. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ibar with the lead from second, the pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
And we're going to check out that sequence right here on Show Track. The first 3 pitches all going to be down in the strike zone. So you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else down around the knees. But that's when they change things up and change the eye level of the hitter, and they get that last pitch by him right at the letters.
Mike Trout will dig in. He doubled his last time. Short lead from second, now the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Albert Pujols. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And now a soft liner here to the right side. Foul. And yet another foul ball here as this finds the seats, and the count will remain at 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still folded 3-2. Now a softly hit ball to the left side. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught as the side is retired. Angels strand a couple. They still find themselves down 6-0. Logan Morrison will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And here's a ball hit in the air. We'll pull this one in over near the first base dugout for out number 1.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And you'll take that every time.
Mike Zunino will stand in 0 for 2 thus far. Now the second pitch of the inning is sent on the ground out to second. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Willie Bloomquist will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
Well, the one thing you can't have here is a 3-pitch inning. So He pretty much has to look at the first one.
Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Oh, look at this. And he will flip it to the pitcher covering. A sensational play. That'll end the inning. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Josh Hamilton will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the sixth.
Fielder, Josh Hamilton.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. Zunino able to make the play, and that's the first out.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Raul Ibanez will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike.
Don't chase anything bad. All right, let's go.
Swing and a bouncer out in front. Over to Smoke at first, and there are two away.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
David Freese will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Smoke has got it, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Back here at Angels Stadium of Anaheim. The Mariners out in front of this one as we move to the 7th, but before it gets underway, let's give you a look at the game summary to this point. Brad Miller will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
The designated hitter, Brad Miller.
Now the first pitch. And now here's a swing and a ground ball to third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Robinson Cano.
One away for Seattle now in inning number 7. And set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. 0-2 now as Cano comes up empty on that one.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. And Cano out in front of it as he pulls this one foul into the seats down the right side. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
He's working into his 5th inning out of the bullpen, so he's likely well beyond what was expected of him.
1 out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Now a ball lined to the right side, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set now.
Corey Hart will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And there's ball 1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Misses, ball 2. Pitch on the way. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Now a swing and a ground ball, and the throw sails right over the head of Pujols.
Well, everything looked okay here on the pickup and transfer, but then you see him just fire this thing straight into the box seats down there. That's going to be scored an E5 and a lucky souvenir baseball for one of the fans.
Justin Smoak will come forward now in an RBI opportunity he probably didn't think he'd have.
Yeah, it certainly didn't look like he'd have one, but now's where you really have to make teams pay. Nothing will demoralize a team in the field quite like having 2 out errors that lead to runs.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
He knows he should be out of the inning already, but he's got to pick up his defender behind him and get out of this.
2 out here and a runner at second. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Fouled straight back. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for Seattle, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Cole Calhoun will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. And he takes a pitch high and away for ball one.
I know the adrenaline can get to you sometimes, but when you start overthrowing your fastball like that, that's a bit of a red flag.
On the ground is short. Throw on to first by Bloomquist, and there's one away.
Now batting, catcher, Chris Iannetta.
Chris Iannetta will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And a pretty feeble effort that time as this is tapped in front of the mound. Over to Smoke at first, and there are two away.
And I just think this is one of those swings where you just get committed a little bit too early. By the time he realized this thing was going to break out of the strike zone, it was just a little too late to hold back.
Eric Ibar will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Woo!
And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one.
Well, these guys sure have been doing a lot of moaning and groaning tonight. He did not like that call at all.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And Seager will put this one away to retire the side. Angels go down 1-2-3. They still find themselves down 6-0. Kevin Jepson will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Franklin Gutierrez will get us going now in the top half of the eighth.
Center fielder, Franklin Gutierrez.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
And this is part of the reason why he's staring a hat trick right in the face. He just hasn't been able to recognize these pitches that are well out of the zone.
The 1-2. And this is fouled straight back. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Kyle Seager will stand in. He homered back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Get him down now.
In there for strike one.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Bases are empty, one man out. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Up high, 2-1 now. Ibar at short. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
I want you to watch this play here at short. Look at how he picks this ball up. He knows he doesn't have a second to lose, so he makes a quick transition into a throwing motion, gets rid of it quickly, and throws his man out at first. That play is well done.
Come on now.
Logan Morrison is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. Two out, nobody on. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Mike Zunino will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Let's get me out here.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Runner on first with 2 away. The 1-1 home. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Ran it in on him as this is bounced toward short. They'll go the short way to Kendrick at second, and that'll be that. 1 hit, 1 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mariners 6 and the Angels nothing. Howie Kendrick will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
And he'll pounce on this quickly to tag him out.
And this doesn't even seem physically possible. I mean, how can a catcher who's in a crouch 3 feet behind the batter wind up fielding the baseball and tagging the runner all in one motion? I think he just broke the laws of physics out there.
Mike Trout will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Here we go.
And he misses with it 1-1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Here's the 1-1. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
These guys continue to put up very little resistance out there. He's on his way towards a 5-hit shutout.
Albert Pujols will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Fastball in there for a called strike. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here.
Here we go.
Rolled foul off to the left, so he stays alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. A ball ticketed for right center, but the ticket is revoked as he goes up to pull this one down. More from Anaheim right after this. Willie Bloomquist will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
Shortstop, Willie Bloomquist.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
In there, and it's 0-2 now. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he could come back with that big curve.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He's hoping to just run that heater by him. So he's ramped up the velocity here in the last 2 pitches. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, let's get you a shot of this reaction at the plate in show motion. You think he agreed with the call? I don't think he did.
Brad Miller will stride in, grounded out his last time through. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
When you're down by 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And this is lined right back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Robinson Cano will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Get the double play, you joker!
Fouled straight back. The 1-1. Hard hit here, but right to Ibar at shortstop, as he'll hang on here to record the second out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean, hammered out there. But he's going to wind up with nothing to show for it.
Corey Hart will stand in. He reached on an error last time through. Now the first pitch. And he takes ball one. Two out with the man at first. Now it's 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
The 2-0. I'm no pitching coach, but it doesn't look like he's finishing his pitches here. That misses high, ball 3.
And he's got to be up there thinking, come on already. Give me something to hit.
A runner on first with 2 away. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
17, Justin Smoke.
Justin Smoke will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Don't let him score!
Oh, and he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike 2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. 2 down, runners at first and second. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
And you know, this is what the good ones do. They can wait you out up there. They sort of foul pitches off. They take pitches. They make the pitcher come to you.
And swinging his smoke, and he lifts a high fly ball out to deep right field. And the route is on now. It's a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Oh, and he's a strike away from getting out of this unscored upon, but you can see the location mistake there. And now, all of a sudden, he goes from possibly hanging a goose egg to serving up a 3-run home run.
Fernando Salas will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Fernando Salas.
Franklin Gutierrez will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Ball 1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a swing and a ground ball for the second baseman, Kendrick. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. But the Mariners pick up 3 in the inning on this 3-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Angels. It's the M's 9 and the Angels nothing. Josh Hamilton will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1.
And even though on the mound he's had his way with him, this is a dangerous customer, so don't get to thinking you're bulletproof out there.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
And you know, he's been the beneficiary of most of the calls here tonight, but I think that's one that he thought he should have had.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. The 2-1 pitch now to Hamilton. And a slider that time as it's hit on the ground, but foul. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And I know he wants the shutout, but with his pitch count the way it is right now, a walk right here might signal the end of the line for him.
Here's the payoff pitch. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Yeah, only 2 outs now stand between him and his shutout. And the way he's throwing the ball, doesn't look like he's going to have too much trouble getting it.
Raul Ibanez will step in, a ground out victim as last time. First pitch to him. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. Zunino is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Well, this has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. It's kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
David Freese will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Line to left. And that ball will fall right in front of Morrison. It's a base hit.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Cole Calhoun will stride in, grounded out his last time through. First pitch coming. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
I think he's going out there right now just to remind his guy, hey, this is the number 8 hitter up there. No reason to work the edges. You just come right after him.
Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to third, and yes, sir, it's strike 1. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
You can do it. Nice phone cutter.
Line to the right side. And that hook's just foul. Boy, not by much more than an inch or 2 there. 2 out with the man at first. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Here's a hard hit ball ripped down the first base line. And Smoke won't get a glove on it. It's a fair ball. And they'll stop the runner at second base, but there are 2 on and 2 out now.
Yeah, this ball might have caught him in between hops. He might have been unsure which way to turn his glove, over or under the ball. Instead, it just goes right through him.
Chris Iannetta will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Come on, guys, don't blow it. Okay, put some big runs on the board.
Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out. And the Mariners are in the win column for the first time this year as the ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch one. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Mariners win it 9-0. Good night from Anaheim.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 9 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Angels, no runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening, and please drive home safely.